What is going on, everybody? J Marble here with another episode of Satisfactory, or Let's Play Satisfactory, that is. I want to say this is episode 8. I think we just did this episode 7. Okay, between episodes, kind of off camera, so I didn't have to bore you guys, you might notice the factories kind of look different. I made some changes. For one, I'm standing on this, which is just full of rods. If you notice, I have the smart plating needing to complete phase 1. What I did, basically while I was making everything start to look nice, I went ahead and set up 2 assemblers just here on their own. No inputs or anything, and I just had them set to smart plating, and I loaded them up with reinforced plates and rotors from our... I left it going at a workbench. I had gotten a lot of rods and screws. That's why there's all those rods. And I just let this go. I just on a workbench, and I went and did some dishes and came back and had a bunch of... I think I had 200 rotors. So I put 100 rotors in here and 100 rotors in there, along with the steel plates, which I just kind of go in and top this off every once in a while. And I just am pumping out some smart plating for now. I had to throw in some power for it because it topped off our power, which is good to know that we're basically going to be needing coal power soon. So I went ahead and I fixed the rod factory a little bit. What I did is because I didn't put I don't think I put everything on I don't think I did it all on the world grid, the global grid or whatever, so it's not going to line up perfectly if I just tried to snap to the grid. So what I did instead is I literally took the entire rod factory down, and then I ran basically a 2-meter platform all the way across, and then I just used that as where am I going to put this stuff. Basically, I ran it all the way across, I think, to here to figure out where my corner factory, and then I just deleted it, and then that way I knew when I wanted to make these little catwalks, they would line up nicely, at least nicer than they were before. I'm gonna have to get some lights to put in here because it's pretty dark. So yeah, I went ahead and I had so much, I have so many plates, I'm still just plate rich, it's ridiculous. And that's after doing, and I had a bunch of concrete too, and that's after doing all these walls and stuff, you'll see. So yeah, I put walls, and then I made the little corner, like I said, was going to be my little room for lifting stuff up. There it is. And then yeah, we added stairs so that way walking up doesn't suck. And then what I did, so it's going to come out here. Once I get the walls with the conveyor belt on it, then this will all be pretty much hidden, those lifts. So then these screws, they go in here, and I made basically a little, this will get all sealed off when we have that too. And this, if you open that up, is our other factory. I believe. I gotta remember how I did it. Yeah. So you'll see, and we connected all this up so it's just easy to traverse this whole area. So now these just come in right here. This will get concealed by a wall, so really you'll just see that. And then it comes over here to this. This is a little bit of a mess, but I mean, it works. It's functional. It's not like a spaghetti mess. It's not wow, okay. Conveyors just everywhere. It's organized chaos, right? Everything's running very smoothly. These are, yeah, I even had to put plates in here just because. I mean, I could take them out. Why not? So we need to start rotor production. That's kind of the on-to-do list thing for the day, for this episode. So yeah, that's really all I did, is I just went in and I moved the factory. I didn't change anything about it. There's still the same amount of constructors and smelters and whatnot. It literally just moved to it lined up, so basically I could do that. And it kind of looks like a cool little connection. Maybe I could make it like a little sky bridge or something when I have the windows. So those are just going to continue going, and I actually want to go back this way. Oh, and I did put in, we got all that. Oh, we did that already on stream. Okay. Or on, not stream. On our last episode, I believe we put those in, if I remember right. I could go back and look, but I'm not going to. So we don't have to worry about that. We got pretty much concrete for days. That's right. What is this? Oh my God. I've got rods just everywhere. I should just drop these into the sink. I mean, yeah. Just drop them. Oh, I got so many rods. It's ridiculous. And then what's this? This is more rods? I'm going to flip out. Oh my gosh. The sheer amount of rods I have. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, well, first things first, we're going to complete Space Elevator 1. We're just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to drop all of these rods. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ludicrous. Okay, these will be the last ones I drop, and then we'll just take those other ones. I mean, this is going to get me nothing in the resource sink, but I mean, hey, it just gets rid of them for something, you know, better than just deleting them all. Yeah, if you have surplus of supplies, just throw them in the resource sink, man. Like, that's the one thing is I don't think, even if I throw stuff in there and you guys are like, no, don't throw those in there, I can make more. It'll take time, but I can make more. And I can always just do it between streams so you guys don't even have to see it. Just let the computer run. Especially once we get to coal power and just we really don't have to worry about power outages. I want the walls. How much are those? 5. Okay, so we gotta get one more ticket. So we'll just go run around and do stuff, and then we'll get that at the end. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to the space elevator. Load up our 50 smart plates. Seal it. And then send it. There it goes. Boom. Yay. So our next phase 2, we need 500 smart plates. So we're definitely going to need to get those automated eventually. 500, and I want to say those are my... I can't remember what they are. And then stators, I believe, is what those other ones are. What are the... It's not going to tell me there. Oh, you know what? So yeah, smart plating. I don't think I've unlocked them yet, have I? I forget what those are called. I want to say like no, it's not industrial beams. Let's see if I can get it before I get to the space elevator to figure it out. It's not modular frames. Versatile framework and automated wiring, not stators. Automated wiring. Okay, so we're gonna not be doing phase 2, and you know why I don't know what those are in that codex or whatever, because I haven't gotten the recipe yet from doing milestone. So let's go pick our milestone out. It feels like it's been a while since we picked out a milestone. Complete. Boom. Coal power, perfect. So we're gonna need 50 rotors. And we've got everything else though. So this allows scan for coal. We'll get coal generator, water. So basically, once I get vehicle transport, we are definitely gonna be leaving to go set up power. So let's go ahead and get this with going. All right, so I fixed. I got the rotors, so I'm about to start that. The way I went about doing that was I totally had forgotten that I had the smart plates going over here. So I tore down the smart plate production because I don't really need it right now until later. So, you know what? For just material sake, nope, not that one, just that one. And so I ended up having to keep my little mini factory go, or my little mini biomass plant there, because I guess I had tipped the scales in power. I don't know what I added to oh, it might be, you know what? It might be the reinforced iron plates that tipped me. I can't remember. Maybe it's not. I also added a storage bin to this to kind of just throw all these rods in and just spit out screws on this side. So I've just got screws going now, which is awesome, because I'm gonna need some, at least some. And none of these are backing up. Like, this is like a perfectly efficient screw to freaking that. Now I could overclock one of those miners, which I looked like I already was, but I was like, I don't remember doing that. I could overclock one of those miners with and produce another 30 ingots or ore, and add another smelter, and then have that smelter feed the other constructors, which is probably what I will end up doing. But it's just not necessary at this point. And then just having basically like that excess from the ramping it up or whatever, gosh, overclocking, be my screw production for like when I need to build stuff. Speaking of, I don't think I need, I mean, we don't really need an object scanner. I feel like that's just taking up inventory space. Once we decide we're going to go look for stuff, sure. But I think right now we're okay. So let's just load this up. All the stuff we need. Send it off. And now we can make coal stuff. Okay, so we need rotors. We need cable, which I think we're good on. We need rods, oddly. And then we need reinforce or whatever, those modular frames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go with the same thought process as earlier. I'm just going to do it over here. We'll start with one just for now to see what we need. We'll just link this thing up right here. Even if it's temporary, it's gotta be neat-ish. Okay, so let's start with the rotors. We need screws and rod, or yeah, screws and rods. So this is what I'm talking about. Needing more screws. I mean, how many do we need? We need another 71 or 61 rotors. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need to start rotor production. That's actually, you know what? That's actually a better thought. So you know what? I'm actually gonna go stop that, because I'm gonna produce rotors, and we're gonna do it at that factory over there. And that'll kind of mark when we get the vehicular transport. And then once we have vehicular transport and we're making rotors and stiff, which means I'm probably gonna have to add to that power plant before we're ready to kick on the old rotor production line. But let's go ahead and put these here. Oh, clearing this recipe. That's right. Duh. Gosh, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Recipe. We're going to change this to modular frame. So let's load those up. I can only fit 100. We're going to load those up. And we're just going to let that go while we build this rotor factory, which we're actually going to need those. We're going to need concrete. I'm going to need cables, concrete. I'm gonna need to take a bunch of that stuff. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I don't think we're gonna need much concrete anymore. Like, we're not gonna need to like make more like production facilities for concrete, at least for a while. Maybe if we like get too far away from them, like building base wise, because I wouldn't have to want to have to run all the way to this area to get concrete if I'm halfway across the map. Okay, so we're gonna go downhill. Oh, finally we get to shoot something with our rebar gun, but not till we get this sulfur. Got him. Where's your meat? Okay, I'm not sure. I said that I would probably have to edit. Why am I doing this? Ugh, just don't need any of it right now. I was thinking about how I'd have to add more biomass burners to that little mini plant. I could do that, or I could just make a separate grid, like small power grid over here to fuel just the this stuff over here until we get coal power going, and then we'll go ahead and take care of this guy over here. You notice it has kind of like a little drop. It has quite a drop off. Yeah, it makes it like those guys are pretty much null and void. Okay, so we'll just clear off all these. And these are all going to be impure. The ones below. And obviously not the thing on top. Yeah, impure. So we got 30 and 60 on this side. There's 2 more up there, but I don't know if I'm going to bring them down. Because let's see. Although it might be nice. Definitely a lot of... Great, cool. Impure. So 30, 60, 90. This is 120. Until we get the Mark IIs at least. 150. 180. It's gonna be a big factory. So 180. So basically 1 smelter per node here. So that would be 6 smelters. And what's up here? These are impure up. Let's. Oh gosh. Hey. Oh man. Impure. So that would be 180, 210, 240. I mean, shit, why not? Oh, one thing I do want to do, I'm gonna hop on a tower real quick and just kind of look around and just make sure there's not like any like other resources around that we could use with these, because then if there's like, because I think we'll use it with like iron and coal together, I want to say, to make steel. I cannot remember. There's something there. If we have to blow it up, I don't know if that's a node. I can't tell. It might be. That looks like it's a node as well, but that's over there. I mean, I think it would be safe to go ahead and just use those. Yeah, that's another one. That is iron, right? Or... Interesting. I don't know. I think it's iron. We want to go check. Put a ramp and go all the way over here. Or not a ramp, but a little bridge. Let's go look. Caterium ore. Ah. No bueno. No bueno. You can shoot, I can shoot. Yeah, so we have to be able to blow that up in order to clear it. So, little while yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back. So we'll just do the kind of the opposite of what we just did. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Shoot up for me. We'll just... And we'll just take those back. Once we're safe, just do that. Take that too. Okay. Cool. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do, and since we're building kind of separate from over there, I think what I'm going to do is snap this to the world grid. So that would be here. So I want to build a 2-meter platform. Yeah, that's perfect. I don't know why I'm worrying about that, but yeah, let's clear these out. I don't even think I need to go that far. Okay, so if that is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go one more. 5. And then let's go back. I don't know why I'm liking this, like, build the foundations over the ore look, but I am. I like to think that that's like the foundation is there, and then like there's a hole that's like they like built in the foundation that the miner like drill can go through. Oh, we need what am I looking for? Equipment workshop. I need 2 portable miners, please. And you know what I could do too? Is get rid of this, and this. I mean, I don't really need them. Excuse me. Didn't have time to mute the mic before I had to cough. Okay, so I think what I want to do is kind of look at this both ways. Okay, there's really no difference. The other one is there. So I think I want to do that. And then I'm going to merge these. So I just don't have 2 belts going over that edge. I want to know, I'm going to see how I feel about this. If I just have this come out, right? Just like that. And then come back that way. I mean, it's not perfect and it's not... I mean, it's kind of ugly, but hey, you know, we probably won't even see it once we're done here. Oh my God, there's a dude outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it, and I apologize if you do hear it. There's a dude outside working on his car, and it's just the most annoying thing because all he's doing is just redlining the hell out of it. It doesn't even sound good. It's not like oh, dude, your car sounds awesome. Like, do that again. No, it just sounds terrible. And it's just, you're making the whole neighborhood just endure this suffering, man. So if you guys didn't hear that, I really apologize. That was, I don't want to give you guys a headache. Okay, so like that gave me a headache. Jeez. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this and bring it out. And see where this puts me. I mean, I don't hate this spot right here for where this is coming in. I don't like that though. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, we could probably just do that. Right? That's really high up. Okay. It's fine. Whatever. I'll deal with a little grass on the ground floor. It's fine. Can't be perfect all the time. Okay, so I totally just did not realize I'm gonna need 6 more freaking portable miners. Dang. Okay. So I think the way I'm going to do this one is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones. I think what I'm going to do is on this floor, I think I don't think I'm going to put the miners on this, like on the actual foundations this time. I do want that. I think I want to keep that. Yeah. And then I think I want to go even further back. Because what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have this floor be just a single level, if that makes sense. And we're going to extend this out. Sure. You might not even need to go this far out. So I think if we come out to heal, and then can we, where am I? I need that out. Okay. Stand there. And we'll put one right there. So then we have another 30 and another 30. Okay, then let's just keep going. You're in my way. I don't want to do it, but you're in my way, good sir. What I'm going to do is just have this be a single floor that's one, basically one wall height high, 4 meters high. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Lucky 13. We're gonna go 13 wide. But it's not. Yeah, I think. Okay. I think I want to think this through here for a second. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. There's gonna be, if I'm doing 240 inputted, that's how I'm doing, right? Yeah, 240 inputted iron ore. That means I'm going to need, I have 8. I'll have 8 miners, so I'll need 8 smelters. This is gonna have to go on a separate power grid. I mean, I would just have to build a whole nother power station over there in order to supply this. So I might as well just build this power station over here. I have plenty of fuel for it. So 8 smelters. I gotta look at this and do the math. Hold on. And I could use the calculator, which I have used, and I've put in the comments or the description below the link to the calculator, which I could punch all these numbers in and we could figure it out. But if we're putting in 30, so we're getting 30 out, so we're gonna get 240 out. Cool, we know that. We're gonna need rods, right? Okay. We're gonna need for rotors, rods, and screws. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna need a bunch of rods. So fuck. 16 constructors making rods. Oh my gosh, I almost want to split this up into like making the nope. This is gonna stay as rotors because I have another spot that are gonna be making the frames. And then as we get higher up in the tiers of manufacturing, like the smart plating and stuff, like it's gonna be funny because it's gonna be like this epicenter of where we started is gonna be very basic iron rods, screws, plates, like reinforce it. And then like as you get further out, I think it's gonna become more like advanced. And then I'll have eventually a train system feeding it all back to the middle. Is what I think is gonna happen. So it's going to be a system, not like an organized, like perfect system, but you're just going to notice that, yeah, as factories get further away, they get more advanced. Kind of like a journey through time. So we're going to need 16 constructors making iron rods. We're going to need to keep some of those. So if we're making 16 iron, okay, hold on. Calculator. And this is not, I don't mean that. I'm just talking about an actual physical calculator. So we're making 15 iron rods per minute out of 16 constructors. That means we're going to be making 15 times 16. We're going to be making 240. Is that math? If we're... Oh, yeah. Okay. The math, right? And what do we need? What is the inputs for? We need 100 screws per minute and 20 rods. 25 or 20, yeah, 20 rods per minute. So I think the best way to do this is to just build it. We're gonna need to be 16 constructors, so that makes me think about things a little differently here. I'm kind of thinking there's two ways to do this. I could make this thing like a monstrous long thing of 20 wide or 20 long. But we might run into this whole issue with this stone because we're sitting at 13 right now. I mean, I could push it this way a little bit, I guess. Or what I could do is I could leave it as is. And basically have everything that gets made gets brought up through this middle area, this middle section, this middle row, and then we would basically split it off to the sides. Thinking that might be a way to do it. It would be different. Why don't we do that? Get out of here, Bean. Mr. Bean, get out. Okay. My dog downstairs is probably like, what? Because we have a dog named Henry, and we call him Mr. Bean or Bean. So he probably heard me yelling like, Bean, get out. And he's probably like, I'm not doing anything. It's really far away miner there. Can we get it? We can get it kind of lined up. Okay, and then we'll have this one go there. So I think we're gonna go with option 2 of having everything that's fine. Of having everything just kind of go to the center. I'm gonna give it a go. If I hate it, then we'll fix it later. So then this yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Who cares that it's not centered? As you guys would be like, as next episode, I'm like, okay, guys, so I centered this because it was driving me nuts. So, who knows? We'll see. Okay, all of our mines have imports now coming in, or they're not imports, but exports coming into our factory. So now I'm gonna do what I think I kind of like the idea of. It's just making this one height. This is literally the whole purpose of this floor, is just concealing basically our raw iron. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and build this all the way across. We got so much concrete being made. Like, granted, it's not being made right now because power's out, but I mean, I have not even looked at the other constructors, so especially the one with like two. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's also what we did. We added like a bunch new like constructors and miners for that. Cement production. So then we'll just throw everything like this. We'll throw the floor. And I think this is a very common thing people do with their builds, is they conceal a lot of the conveyor belts and raw material under floors like this, and then just have like the little roof floor whole thing come out to the basically right in front of the which is probably what we're gonna do. Actually, it might be good. Okay, so the easiest way I think for us to do this would be to first of all put a set of stairs, and then I think the easiest way would be to kind of just mark out our 1, 2, 3, or what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 smelters, which I think I am gonna have those ones. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I go one more wider, I could just have one per thing. But where could I go one more wider? I could always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Well, then let's just do it this way then. Really, actually. You know what? Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's get, how many am I wide here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need 8 of these. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay, let's do it this way. Oops. If I put this like this, actually, the better way to do this would probably be to go put this down, followed by the lift, and then put the smelter down. And then we just connect our belt up like that. Boom. So now we have a marker for all this. Now we can put in our other assemblers, our other smelters. So there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, one thing I probably will do and pause this construction point when we get to a certain point is I will go. There's some copper nearby, and I think I'm going to go and build a copper factory for. I mean, I could just go over to our copper factory and extend it a little bit, probably, but I think I'm just going to build a separate production area for the. I believe it's copper sheets. I believe. We're gonna need those for all the copper pipes. Or all the piping we're gonna be making for our coal power. So, all right. Let's just get a power line going out this way. Let's go on the other side. Set these all to iron. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 180, 210, 240. Then we'll just go ahead and oops. Hook all these up. Okay. Nope, one more. And now we'll go back down below. And then we'll just throw, okay, so I think the way I'm going to do this one is going to be fed by these two. These two are going to be fed by those two. So let's drop this down. And then the rest of them are going to be fed from this side. So this one needs to get split, actually. So you know what? Scratch that. Because those need to get split, I don't want to be doing that somewhere else. We're going to split those right here. I don't really care what it looks like because we're not going to see it. Oops, oops, oops. Okay. And then this one goes here. This one goes out there. There. And then, you know what? I'm just going to bring these to... This one's going to go here. This is where I don't want to do this kind of stuff, but just for the sake of... Or just because I'm going to it's going to basically be concealed, I'm not concerned. Sure. And then all right, let's go. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, am I gonna be able to get out of this? There we go. Okay, so those are good. And then this one here. And this one here. Okay, perfect. Rotor Factory started with our ore getting fed to smelters to get turned to ingots. Okay, so once those are fed, 30, 60, 90, 120. Merge. I'm going to merge like this. This might not be the right way to be merging these, but you know what? Fine. It's working over at the Rotor Factory, I believe. Or the Rotor Factory, the Screw Factory. So we got 120 coming out of here. which is gonna go right here. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of a journey, but you know what? It's fine. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Right there and right there. And then we got 30, 60, 90, 120. That's straight. Okay. That's not where I want it. Okay, perfect. Now I'm not going to build the entire wall section until the factory is complete. So we're just going to do corners. I just wanted to do it because it was only one high down below. And I like to do 3 high because, or 12 meters high. I feel like it fits everything underneath it for the most part. So yeah, I like doing the 12 meters. So 3 4-meter walls. Okay, I'm going to fill this in. And then I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is just right here, we're going to go like that. Okay, and then just run these things across. I'm going to make this one a little bit. Then we can run them all the way across like this and just stand here. Because Zoop can only go up to 10 at a time. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to have, or with that being done, we're going to have that. And I believe there. That looks about right. So these are going to be need to be Mark IIs. Oops. We're going to reverse that. Okay. I mean, they don't need to be Mark IIs, but it just won't be as efficient. Okay. And then we got to come up top, select Mark II, put our Mark IIs up top. Now here's where I was thinking with that idea of splitting up. So we have iron, so we need to make rods. We need 16 of these. So we're going to put 8 on each side. We're going to start right here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because we're doing rods. We got 30 per minute coming up. We need 15 per minute. It's 15, 30, 45, 60. Oh my god, is that forever just gonna be there? As a token of my shame. Okay. I'm actually starting to think that this might not work. I mean, I guess I could go a little more forward with it, but this might not work. It might work for this, but it might not. It's definitely not going to work for like something else that's going to need to be split like a lot more, I think. And that's actually what's kind of making me nervous about this is they're going to need to be split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I can do that down here at this end. I have all this open space. That's kind of why I try to do it down here. Okay, so if I've got 120 coming up and I need to split this into 8 constructors. Well, first things first, I'm gonna need a splitter right in the middle. This is like danger close. This is gonna take this is gonna be packed. I might not like this. I might end up changing this whole thing around on a different stream, but you guys or on a different episode or between episodes. Okay, so I've got 120 going in. I need to split that to make 15 in each. So now I've got 60 going out. That'll go between these 4. Is that as close as I can get it and still get a nice angle off of it? No. I think I gotta go a little forward, a little more forward. I think that's the one. Yep, so we got 120 kind of 60. It's going down to 30. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, this is only gonna, I think this is only gonna work for this. I think we're gonna have to switch up the strategy. Yeah, I'll figure out wiring this thing up to power later, because that's gonna be fun fitting those in there. Okay, so then we do splitter. These go into 15. Okay, I mean it fits. It's tighter than I normally like to have it, but oh no, we're just making rods here. So it's 15, 30, 45, 60. Yep, okay. And then this one is going to be a little bit trickier. So we got splitter. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be a little trickier. It's not gonna be nearly as good. Okay, so okay. By God, I think I've done it. Okay, so 60, 30 going there, 15, 15. By God, I think he's done it. Terrible accent. Sorry for anybody that heard that, if I offended your accent. Okay, it's ugly, but it works. So this is 120 rods coming out of here, and then we're gonna have to mirror this thing on the other side. Ooh. Not looking forward to that. Okay, so literally splitter right here. And then from this one, we basically skipped a tile and then went to the next one. And then we start here and then we're placing it perfectly on the thing. Okay. So, oh, cool. We've got guidance. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we do this whole thing. We do this whole song and dance again. So we have where this is coming out, just right there. Okay. Splitter. And I imagine this is where blueprints become super handy, is if you had this thing all on a blueprint. I haven't really messed with blueprints too much, but my understanding is you can just kind of have it there, and just if you have the resources, you can plop it down. I might be getting that wrong. We're going to explore that in this series. We're just not there yet. But in the future, if we have all this input of iron and we want to make rotors. Okay, so that's connected up. Now we need to do this weird thing. Okay. Where we did a splitter here. Same spot as the other one. But the out... How did we do this? Yeah, okay. Is it the same thing? Yeah. Okay. We have this come down. And then... yeah, that's weird. Right, we did this weird thing. And then... boom, boom. So there's 30. Oh, I did this wrong. I did this backwards. Because it's supposed to be 30 or 60 coming into here. Yeah, the 30 goes out here. Splitter that way. Oh, I just did the wrong input. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's supposed to go there, there. Wrong output, excuse me. And then this one goes here. Yeah, I don't like when it's confusing like that. I don't like to make it look like that to where it's kind of confusing a little bit. I like to make it look more like that, where you kind of can understand everything. That way, if you just briefly look at it, you know everything is kind of good to go. So, yep. Okay. I think that's all hooked up. So that is everything making rods. So now we got 240 rods that we have to deal with. And it's already an hour into the episode. So I think that's going to be like part 1 of rod production, or rotor production. Part 2 will be getting this all sent up, made into screws, which get made into rotors. Because I think we're going to need, just to do the math, we're doing 240. We're going to need, what can we do to split that nicely? If we keep, let's just say we set up this half just for screws, we'd have 12 constructors making 40 screws. Now this is where I need the calculator. 480. We need 100. So if I sent up and I did 15 times 40. Oh gosh, clear. 15 times 40, which is 600. If I had 600 going up, I have 15. That would leave me 1, so I'd only have 15 rods, right? Because if I'm making, yeah, that would only leave me 1 thing of rods. So that's not going to work. So let's take it down to 10. 10 times 40 is 400. If we have 400, we're taking 10 up. We have 15 more. Or 6 making 15. That's 90. Not great, but that means we'd have 400 and we'd have 90, which means we'd have some extra rods, which is good, like 10 extra rods really, per minute. 400, so we could have 4 constructors doing rotors. 5 would require 500 screws. Excuse me, 500 screws. Which would mean we need 12 and a half constructors, which is not really a thing. So I could do 13 constructors, and 15 times 3 is 45. No, that won't work. 60. Why was I just thinking 60? It's 100 and then 20. How can we get 100? How can we get 100 rods? We only need 500 screws, right? To get 500. We only need 500 screws to get 500. Let's do 5. But I almost want to push it for 6, because, like... Oh, man, I don't know. I'm just... We'll do this as on the next episode. We'll gnash out the dirty details. But until then, you guys, as a recap, we went ahead and we started basically our rotor factory is really all we did. We sent up our first space elevator shipment, basically. And then I gave you guys a tour of kind of what I did off stream. If you like what you saw today, please, and I'm only going to say this every few episodes. I'm not going to be one of those kind of people that say it all the time. Please smash the like button, smash that subscribe button below. If you'd like to see more Satisfactory content, that is a good indicator for me that you guys are enjoying this, and I will continue to create content as long as you guys are enjoying it. Also, if you have any suggestions, things I'm doing wrong, you want to tell me I'm terrible and because of X, Y, and Z, that's only going to make me better at this game, and it's going to make this series better in the long run. So if you have any solutions to what I'm doing with this rotor production, please let me know. I know one of the things is I know 12 and a half constructors making rods or screws is a total thing, because I can down the production rate of 1 to 50%, and then boom, there we got it. But if you guys have any other creative thoughts of ways to do it, let me know. Send me links to whatever pictures whatever you got. I'm more than happy. Again, one more time, because I'm only going to say it like maybe every 7 or 8 episodes, is please hit that like and follow or like and subscribe button down below if you would like to see more Satisfactory content. It is my birthday today, so I will be going live on Twitch here at around 7:15 East Pacific time, so that's in about actually like 20 minutes. And then after this episode will be going up on YouTube. So yeah, come say hi on Twitch. Or I guess don't come say hi on Twitch, because you won't know until afterwards. But go check out my Twitch page, follow, and you guys will see when I go live next. Well, other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm Jay Marvel again, and we will catch you next time. Bye.